My name is Jordan, and I want to talk to you guys about the Bal27 Carbon and the Bal27 Obsidian Steed. Okay, so first off, I want to say about the Bal27 is that the damage on it is +1, making it 11, and -1 in accuracy, making it a 7. So the Bal27 stats are pretty much, those two are the only stats that are changed. All the rest are stock. So this gun really does perform. It performs like an elite weapon, but it's an enlisted. So this weapon stats, they follow an algorithm that all the guns in Call of Duty follow, or most of them anyway. Some of them are cheated. So the algorithm is that X amount of damage is due at Y amount of range. So this algorithm is what sets the way for all the guns in this game, which it's a pretty good algorithm, except for when you want to use the Obsidian Steed, because the damage really doesn't show. The Obsidian Steed has +2 in damage, so that makes it a 12, whereas the Carbon's 11. So if you take into consideration that the algorithm for the Obsidian Steed and the algorithm for the Carbon are the same, but they're different, if you guys get what I'm saying. The Bal27 Obsidian Steed, at a certain amount of range, I think it's mid to long range, sometimes up close it'll do it, the damage will revert back to 1. So it'll do 11 damage at the Y given amount of range, which it's noticeable, but not by that much. I mean, you'd expect it being an elite weapon, it would perform at its highest, but it sort of doesn't. If you guys get what I'm saying, it's sort of a cheated weapon. Like, I don't like elites that much in this game because, you know, some of them are cheated. Like, they're harder to get and everybody wants them, but there's just as many enlisted or professional weapons that are just as good. For example, the Carbon versus the Obsidian Steed. So that's what I wanted to talk about, and it's really not fair to people who want the Obsidian Steed so much and then they get it and it's just as if they had the enlisted gun, the Carbon. I don't have the Obsidian Steed personally. I did have it, but I sold it for XP because, you know, I know the algorithm. And I really want to talk about, in this game, they really need to change the elites, and just with them coming out with the royalty weapons, what I hear, I don't have one yet, but what I hear from people is that the royalty weapons are exactly like the elites, no stat changes, just the camo's different. Which, I mean, cool thing for them to come out with that, but it doesn't really help anybody. So yeah. So that's really what I wanted to talk about, and if you guys do have the Obsidian Steed and you do like it, just comment down below. I mean, hate on if you want, I don't really care. But yeah, if you guys want to use a gun instead of the Obsidian Steed, or if you don't have it yet and you're looking for a gun just as good, just go with the Carbon. I mean, like, can't count the number of times that I've gotten the Carbon and just dismissed it. Like, oh, that's a bad gun, it's probably like the other ones, like the Marksman, like, that's a shitty rifle. But then I kind of saw what the Obsidian Steed was like, because I had it for like a second there, and I didn't really like it. And then I found out that there was an algorithm. So yeah, so there you go. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about, and I hope you guys liked the video. Also, this is my first video, so if you guys could give me any pointers or something, that would be great. This was shot using my Xbox game DVR, so it might not be that good. And yeah, enjoy some of the really bad gameplay.
Enemy flag dropped. Enemy flag returned. The enemy drops our flag. Our flag's returned. I'm hit! We have the enemy flag. flag returned. Half time.